In this video, we will present the Pair-point Digitize tool. In the Digitize tool video, we give a general description of the digitizing process. Where are the Digitize tools, how to select stitch type and colors, etc. In this video, we will go into more detail on how to use the Pair-point Digitize tool. You can start the Pair-point Digitize tool by clicking on its icon on the tools bar. If the icon is not visible, place the mouse cursor on top of the currently visible icon and move to select the Pair-point Digitize. The Pair-point Digitize lets you digitize shapes, but the way of punching is different. All nodes added need always be in pairs to create the area of the object. Notice that the Pair-point Digitize tool is disabled, as you can only create satin and piping objects using the Pair-point Digitize. Once you select satin, the Pair-point Digitize gets enabled and you may use it. This happens because with Pair-point Digitize, when you set the 2 points that define the edges of the shape, you also set a direction for the stitches of the area. And then another direction for the next pair of points, and so on and so forth. In brief, Pair-point Digitize exists to create such objects that can't be created in any other way. Using the Pair-point Digitize, you define both edges of a shape by adding pairs of nodes. The Pair-point Digitize tool is ideal for creating irregular shapes like these flower stem parts. Or in general for parts where you want the stitches to flow following the shape of the object. The strength of this tool lies in creating satin and piping shapes that require precise edge definition. But as already pointed out, the power of Pair-point Digitize becomes apparent when creating satin parts like these flower stems. If you want all of them to be embroidered together, they should be sections of the same object. After you create the first section, right-click once to finalize the section. The tool is still active so that you can start a new section. Continue for as many sections as you like. Now all sections belong to the same object. When you're ready to end the current object, right-click twice. Now, the outline tool remains active, but if you create any new part, it will be a separate object. By default, all defined points are connected with a curve. In case you need to add corner points, hold the Shift key down while drawing, and the next point you draw will be a corner point. While drawing, you may also click and drag to further edit the created curve. At any point, you may delete the last inserted point by pressing the Backspace key. In this way, you can easily fix anything that didn't go as planned during the designing process. For satin objects, each pair of nodes also defines the direction of the stitches for this area and the flow of the stitches following the provided directions. You can also use Enter or Escape keys instead of right-clicking to finalize a section or an object. Using Enter or Escape keys once, the current section is finalized, whereas if you press one of these keys twice, the whole object is finalized. When an object is finalized and you need to release the tool, you may do this in one of the following ways. You can right-click once again, or click on the rectangle selection, or use Enter or Escape keys. Basically, this is the way to create shapes with one or more sections. See how editing the directions changes the flow of the stitches? When the view of the grid is enabled, you may also enable the snapping on the grid. So, while creating any shape, the cursor snaps on the grid. You may press the Alt key to temporarily cancel the snapping on the grid.